Clutter can make a living room feel cramped and uncomfortable. It can also be a fire hazard, and it's difficult to relax in a messy environment. Welcome to Jensen's DIY. In this video, we will discuss 20 smart and easy ways to declutter your living room. 1. Remove all unnecessary furniture. The first step to having a beautiful and well-organized home is decluttering your living room. Too much furniture crammed into a small space makes the room look cluttered and messy. Furniture that isn't used often or doesn't have a specific purpose can be removed to open up the space. Once you declutter your living room, you'll be amazed at how much bigger and inviting it feels. 2. Get rid of any large or bulky items that you don't use regularly. Too much clutter can make a space feel cramped and cluttered. If your living room is starting to feel like a storage unit, it might be time to declutter. Get rid of large or bulky items that you don't use regularly. Getting rid of large or bulky items that you don't use regularly is a great way to create more space in your living room and make it more inviting. 3. Sort through and get rid of anything you don't need. This can be a daunting task, but it is worth it to have a living space that feels peaceful and relaxing. Start by sorting through your belongings and making 3 piles: things to keep, things to donate, and things to throw away. Then go through each pile and be honest with yourself about what you really need and use. For example, that dress you never wear but keep, just in case, can probably be donated to someone who will actually get use out of it. 4. Create designated storage areas for each type of item. This will help you keep your room organized and tidy. For example, you can designate a corner of the room for all your books, or set up a small cabinet to hold all of your DVDs and Blu-rays. This way, you will know where everything is, and it will be easier to find what you need. Additionally, this will help prevent clutter from building up in your room. 5. Install shelves or cabinets to store your belongings off the floor. Having shelves or cabinets to store your belongings can declutter your living room and make the room look less cluttered. It can be easier to clean if there's less stuff on the ground. Having things up high might not be as easy to access, but it can declutter your living room and create more open space. 6. Take everything out of your closets. Organize them into categories. Organizing your closets and drawers into categories can help declutter your living space. This will make your living room feel more spacious and open. It will also be easier to find things when they are organized into categories. 7. Use baskets or boxes to store small items like magazines or remote. If your living room is starting to feel cluttered, you may want to consider using baskets or boxes to store small items. This will help to declutter your living room and make it more inviting. Baskets and boxes can also help you find small items more easily, and they can keep your living room looking neat and tidy. 8. Try a wall-mounted TV stand. TV stands that take up a lot of space are no longer popular. People are now using wall-mounted TV stands because they take up less space and make the living room look more open. Wall-mounted TV stands are also a good way to declutter your living room because you don't have to worry about all the cords and wires. 9. Get rid of old or unused electronics. VCRs, DVD players, old game consoles can all be replaced with more modern versions that take up less space. Decluttering your living room by getting rid of old electronics can help you make more space for new furniture or decorations. Not only will this make your living room look more attractive, but it will also make it more functional and inviting. 10. Donate or store your unread book. If your living room is starting to look like a library, it may be time to get rid of some of your books. This will free up space on your shelves and make the room look less cluttered. You could donate them to a library or store some of them in another room. 11. Put unused throw blanket and pillow in storage. Throw blankets and pillows can make a living room feel cozy, but if they're taking up too much space, they can make the room feel cluttered. If you don't need them, put them away to help declutter the room and make it feel more spacious. This is an easy way to improve the look and feel of your living room. 12. Keep only a few items on your coffee table or end tables. In any living room, the coffee table and end tables are the key focal point. However, if you put too many things on these surfaces, it can make the room look cluttered and feel cramped. To avoid this problem, try to keep only a few items on your coffee table or end tables. A lamp, a catch-all tray, and a few favorite books or magazines are all you need to create a chic and inviting living space. 13. Rearrange your furniture to create more open space. When your living room felt cramped, you might need to rearrange your furniture. You can start by getting rid of any unnecessary pieces of furniture. Then, try to arrange the remaining pieces in a way that makes the most use of the space. Leave enough room for people to move around, and don't be afraid to experiment until you find a layout you like. 14. Get rid of any old or unused furniture. We all have furniture that we've been holding onto for a long time. Even though it might not be in the best condition, we sometimes find it hard to let go. But if we get rid of old unused furniture, we can create more space in our living rooms and make them look more open and spacious. 15. Place items you use regularly in easy-to-reach places. It can be frustrating when you can't find what you need because it's hidden in a pile of clutter. Try to put things you use regularly in places where you can easily see and reach them. That way, you'll always know where they are and won't have to waste time searching for them. By only keeping the things you use regularly in easy-to-reach places, your living space will be more organized and less cluttered. 16. Use see-through storage containers to store your belongings. If you want to use see-through storage containers to declutter your living room, you can start by sorting through your belongings and separating them into categories. For example, you could have one container for books, one for movies, one for games, and so on. This will help you keep your room organized and tidy while still being able to see what's inside. 17. Label your storage containers. Label your belongings after you put them in storage containers. This will help you know where everything is and avoid wasting time looking for things. Just be sure to use a system that makes sense to you and will be easy for you to follow. For example, you could label all of your boxes with the names of the rooms they belong in. Or you could label them according to the type of items they contain, such as linens or books. 18. Invest in a good vacuum cleaner and clean the floors regularly. The living room is a very important place in your home. It's where you relax, have guests, and spend time with your family. That's why it's important to keep it clean. Vacuuming helps to pick up dirt and dust, but it also takes away small items like crumbs and pet hair. Plus, it's a quick and easy way to make your living room look new again. 19. Dust all surfaces regularly to prevent dust buildup. Any living room surfaces are going to get dusty. It's just a fact of life. By dusting all surfaces on a regular basis, you can help prevent the buildup of dust and keep your living room looking and feeling clean and comfortable. Dusting also helps remove allergens from the air, which can be beneficial for our health. 20. Put away any items that don't belong in the living room. We all have belongings that we use in other parts of the house, but sometimes they end up in the living room. If you find yourself constantly putting things away that don't belong there, it might be time to create a designated spot for them. This will help you declutter your living room and make it more relaxing and enjoyable space. And that's all for now. Decluttering your living room can be a daunting task, but by following some of these tips, we hope you'll be able to declutter your living room in no time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next videos.